It's 2016, I'm in the theater watching Rogue One for the third time. My friend YouTube Buccaneer is yelling at the screen as the main characters start to die one by one when I realize this is eerily similar to something I've seen before. But not just seen before, played before. First-hand experience of going through it myself. It's a game many still play, including myself, and it's called Halo Reach. Both Halo Reach and Rogue One are so similar on paper that I almost wouldn't even blame you for thinking they are the same thing, but just with characters and names switched around. But upon further inspection, it's not really that simple. Nothing really ever is. I remember laughing at his reaction of pure sadness. It felt like I could remember my own first reaction as vividly as I remember his. But in a way, you almost don't need to. Both stories are so gripping that even upon rewatching or replaying, you can feel immense despair and a strong will to want to do anything to change the characters' outcomes in their story, to keep the characters alive, or to tell them that their efforts weren't all for nothing. These are feelings we all experienced watching Rogue One, but they are exemplified in Halo Reach. You see, the sheer power and nature of video games allow for a much more emotional and greater degree of storytelling that Rogue One, being a movie, could not possibly hope to live up to. This video will act as a comparison between the two's plots, but also as a comparison to the two types of medias, video games and film. I'll be proving why video games are much better, and why Halo Reach still stays with people to this day, despite being years older. If you're familiar with the universes that these two medias are set in, the first thing that'll strike you is the unique trait of putting a hopeless spin on the universes they're set in. Hopelessness is a powerful emotion, and it's not really something that either franchises have managed to bother with before. I mean, sure, Halo does touch on this at times, but it's always through the eyes of the main character, Master Chief, who's a symbol of hope for humanity, and thus it gets pushed to the side. And although the Empire is enormous, it's never really framed in a way where losing is a possibility in such a PG film. That changed when we saw what it was like to be in the thick of the Rebel Alliance when the Empire was near its strongest, and also when we saw one of the first and largest Covenant invasions ever seen in Halo. Both Rogue One and Halo Reach start off by thrusting you into the conflict of the universes. The Empire is coming to take our main character's dad away so he can construct the Death Star.
A confusing piece, but well, you have to start somewhere.
Krennic is our main villain, and he's accompanied by two Death Troopers. Jin's mom is shot.
Oh, Lyra. Troublesome as ever.
Taking him.
No, of course I'm not. I'm taking you all.
And Jin's father is taken away. We then time skip into the future where she's being held in an Empire-run prison. Now, while being transported to somewhere else, we don't know exactly where, she gets saved by the Rebel Alliance, but not before beating them all up and trying to escape. This is where we meet the second character of the soon-to-be group, who is an Imperial robot reprogrammed to work for the Rebels.
Congratulations. You are being rescued. Please do not resist.
Halo Reach, on the other hand, starts with your character's helmet laying in the sand, glass shattered. Yeah, we'll get to that later, but what matters for now is that the helmet you customize your Spartan with is the one that will be there. Color of your armor, the type of chest plate, everything, even the color of your visor will be shown here, and in every cutscene, because it's you. You are Noble 6, and you're just about to meet your new team. Emil, Carter, Kat, George, and June, and you are what form a team known as Noble Team, a group of highly trained, highly specialized Spartans. Spartans are part of the UNSC, and the UNSC is the military of Halo, but they hold significant power in space travel and other endeavors. They are kind of like a super space military. Look, I'm not gonna go super deep into the Halo lore. I mean, the Wikipedia alone for Halo has 16,000 pages, all jam-packed with information, but just know for now that the training for Spartans is incredibly morally gray. Actually, it's not even gray, it's completely black. Spartans are taken from war-torn colonies and put into training when they're as young as 4. So it's not exactly surprising when Carter tells you not to pull any more quote-unquote lone wolf crap, and apparently there are parts of your Spartan files that have been censored.
Noble back up to full strength. Just one thing, I've seen your file, even the parts the Oni censors didn't want me to. I'm glad to have your skill set. But we're a team. That lone wolf stuff stays behind. Clear? Got it, sir. Welcome to Reach.
Noble Team is then dispatched to deal with an insurrection and reboot a comm station, but this is where they run into the Covenant for the first time on Reach. Automatically, the Covenant and the Empire have some stark contrasts. While the Empire is somewhat negotiable with, the Covenant are not. While the Empire want total galactic domination, the Covenant are running a genocide. A religious genocide. They are fanatic zealots who've been convinced what they're doing is right, and they'll give their lives for the cause. Similar to the Death Troopers from earlier, all of the alien species in the Covenant speak a language you can't understand. Sure, a giant death laser is scary, but at least you'd be blown up immediately. The Covenant are the apex of fictional sci-fi nightmares, and the planet Reach is living through that nightmare right now. Though that's not to diminish the Empire, they are still a massive threat all because of how they are framed in camera shots, and it really makes the rebellion feel small. From the inside of a prison cell, you can see them standing outside, making sure you stay there. You see them patrolling and watching busy streets. Their ships swarm around major cities. Every time you see them, it feels like when you see the principal in school. You're just like, okay, all of a sudden, I gotta go the other way, over there. It makes you feel an uncomfortable feeling of authority. Not one that is looking to protect you, but one that is looking for any opportunity to put you in a labor camp for the rest of your life. Rogue One does a great job at making you feel like you're in the rebellion yourself. There's a feeling that you must do something, but every one of your moves is being watched. Speaking of being watched, now that Jyn Erso is with the rebellion, they want to know about her father, Galen Erso. You see, being the daughter of the person who's making the giant all-killing death laser kind of puts you in a bad spot. It doesn't help that they keep talking about eliminating him behind her back. So naturally, she doesn't really want to be with the rebellion. In fact, the only reason she agrees is because there might be a lead on finding her father.
We're going to Jeddah. That's a war zone.
Where'd you get it?
I found it.
You're letting her keep it?
It's not officially Rogue One
Would you
yet,
like to
but
know the
here's our team to start
probability
out
of them using
with.
it against you? It's high. Let's get going. It's very...
There is one detail that is kind of hidden in Rogue One, yet must have taken an extremely long time to do, and that's the costume and set design. Halo Reach is animated.